All right, welcome to today's Tech Talk Tuesday, and today we're working on the Challenger. It's been 10 months since I've actually last started this car, and for today's video, we're gonna show you guys how to do a compression test using this car. And first step you gotta do, and this is a really simple test, it's pretty straightforward, and you can do it either with the car cold or warm. We're gonna go ahead and do it with the engine warmed up on this one, so that way we make sure we have everything at proper operating temperatures and a good seal. Now, of course, it's been 10 months since I started this car, so it might be a little bit of a challenge to get it started, but let's go ahead and give it a shot and see how it does.
There we go. All right, now we'll let this car warm up, see how it does. Once we're up to temperature, we'll go ahead, shut it down, and we'll pull all the spark plugs and check the compression on all the cylinders. We're keeping it around 2,000 RPM, get it warmed up, nice low RPM. And then as you can tell, we've got some really good oil pressure here built up. So it's always good to have good oil pressure. And then as you can see down there at the bottom gauge, the alt gauge, the battery was definitely a little low from sitting for 10 months. So we'll go ahead and get this thing warmed up, get the temperature up to speed, and it'll probably get that battery recharged, and then we'll be good to go to do our test.
All right, so now that the engine's all warmed up, we can go ahead and run the compression test. So the next step on doing the compression test is you need to remove all of the spark plugs from the engine. In the case of this 340, that's 8 plugs, 1 per each cylinder. And then from there, now once you get the spark plugs out, you're gonna need one of these compression gauges, and you just screws right in down to where the spark plug was. So to conduct the compression test, you screw that compression tester into the first cylinder. You're gonna do this for all cylinders of your car. And then once you've got it screwed into one of them, you'll go and turn the engine over for probably 3 or 4 revolutions by using the key. And that way it'll get the piston to go up and down into the engine block and create the combustion pressure. And then you can go ahead and check that value. I went ahead and took notes and wrote down all 8 of them for the Challenger. I had a feeling one of them, at least one, was probably gonna be bad. Luckily in my situation, they're all good. I'm running in between, the lowest one was 125. Average was between 135 and 140. So about a 10% spread on the worst case cylinder. It's actually not too bad. The service manual for this car calls for a 40 PSI delta. So we're definitely nowhere near that level. So it looks like the rings and stuff are still good on it. But I did notice one of the spark plugs was fouled. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some more diagnostics onto what could be causing that. I have a feeling it's probably the cylinder head. It could be bad guides, could be bad valve seals for that one cylinder. It even could be a bad oil ring in the piston for that cylinder. Not likely, considering everything else is still showing good. So we're gonna go ahead and figure out what that is on a later video. And but for now, that's how you do a compression test. And I hope you found this information useful. As always, if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to be kept up to date of all my future uploads, don't forget to smash that subscribe button down below and ring that notification bell as well, so that way YouTube will keep you up to date of all the videos I do in the future. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.